Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well. Today's video is how to tie scarves that are appropriate for autumn, the transitional time, as well as winter. In the spring, we did a video focusing specifically on beautiful scarf tying for the spring and the summer months. If you missed that video, we'll be linking it above and in the description box below. You all seem to have a lovely bit of enthusiasm for that video, so that inspired us to make this video. Think of it as part 2. We'll now be looking at the transitional scarves that add a little bit of beautiful chic, but also moving into winter scarves, the ones that add chic, but most importantly add a lovely bit of warmth. So with that, let's get started. 2 begins with a square silk scarf. We begin by folding the square scarf into a triangle. We take it to the back and cross it, and then we bring the ends forward, and finally we make a little tie at the neck. I find I need to adjust it just a little bit, as I often like the point to be directly in the front. Let's begin by draping the scarf over the shoulders. We then wrap the long end around the neck and we tie the 2 ends. That's lovely all by itself, but then when we add that boring black blazer, I find it really makes a beautiful combo. What a lovely way to use an oblong pattern scarf to zhuzh up your black blazer in the autumn and the winter months. This is an example of how to zhuzh up. Let's say it's a very casual day and you just want to wear a cardigan, but you want to make that cardigan look a little more special. All right, let's begin. Let's fold this red scarf in half, creating a loop. We pull one end through the loop and then twist and pull the other end through the loop. This is a marvelous way to create an interesting design that can be worn on the outside of your cardigan. It just gives it a little bit of flair, and it's a super easy way to tie a slightly thicker scarf. So here we go with this thin cashmere scarf. Here's quite an easy way to make the tie look modern, just a little bit different. Let's begin by draping it. We'll cross in front and toss it to the back. We then bring it forward and we tuck one end over a lower loop of the scarf, and we tuck the other end under the upper end of the scarf and pull them down, creating a bit of a upper and lower positioning, which I think adds a little bit of interest. That is tie number 5. Let's move on now to a super easy way, and probably the tie that I use the most often in the winter. It's great for thick scarves, very impactful. So here we go, we're going to show you 2 versions. One is with a leather jacket, which we all wear so much in the autumn and the winter. And second, over a winter coat. We'll begin by draping it and tying the ends. No matter how thick the scarf is, give it a good tie, even a double knot. We then give it a twist and put it over our heads. The thick scarf cascades so elegantly. I hope you agree. Let's have a look now at doing the same tie over a winter coat. We drape it, we tie the corners securely, give it a twist, pop it over the head, and once again, an elegant example of modern scarf styling to your classic winter coat. That's styling number 6. Number 7, I like to refer to as the braid. I think it's just a beautiful, simple way to tie a knitted scarf. It's just so much more interesting than just giving it a quick tie. So let's have a look at how we can tie it. Let's begin by creating a loop. We pull an end through, give it a twist, and pull it through again. The beautiful braid that it creates reminds me of a lovely seasonal loaf of bread, but I think it sits so beautifully, and it's so much more interesting than just a quick one tie. I hope you agree. Now, if you'd like, I thought I would have a go at explaining to you how it is that I tie this scarf. I begin by folding it rather more neatly off camera. I pop it around my neck. I like to create a twist, so I've put the right side over the left and twist. I then take it to the back and I knot it. I knot it rather securely because I want it to be able to hold up to what I'm about to do to the scarf. The next step, it's fine just the way it is. If you want to leave it like this, it looks fine. But I prefer turning it what I call inside out. I basically take the front and twist it. And the reason I like to do that is I feel that the shape that it creates is slightly more interesting. As you can see, it's very secure. I can give it quite a big tug and it doesn't go anywhere. I love the fact that this is a little bit of three-dimensionality. I choose to keep it centered. You could certainly push it off to either side if you preferred, but I prefer to keep it in the center. I hope you'll forgive me if it's not perfect. First time I've ever tied this scarf without a mirror, but I'm hoping it shows you that it's really not very tricky to do. Thank you so much for watching our scarf video number 2. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've enjoyed popping some new ideas into your head as how you might go about adding one of your beautiful scarves to your autumnal and winter wardrobe. And from those of you from the southern hemisphere that are watching, don't forget to take a peek at our spring and summer scarf styling video, because that was really built for you in mind this time of year. Thank you so much. I hope you're all doing very well. With that, get up, get dressed, be happy. Thank you so much for your time and watching. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't had a chance to do so. Take care, be well. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.